The scent of pine and cinnamon hung in the air, mingling with the soft glow of candlelight that spilled from the windows of the cozy cottage. Inside, Emma snuggled deeper into the armchair, a half-finished scarf resting in her lap. Outside, the wind whispered tales of winter's approach, rustling the crimson and gold leaves that painted the ground beneath the towering trees. It had been 6 months since Emma and Jack's lives intertwined at that small diner on Main Street. 6 months of stolen moments between work and family, their love story unfolding like the first buds of spring amidst the fallen autumn leaves. Now, as the first snowflakes of winter danced outside, their love deepened, becoming a steady presence in each other's lives. The rhythmic tick-tock of the grandfather clock echoed in the quiet room, each second a silent testament to the comfortable silence that had settled between them. Jack sat across from Emma, his gaze fixed on the intricate patterns of the carpet as he worked on a small carving. Emma couldn't recall the last time she'd felt this at ease, this utterly seen and cherished. With Jack, there was no pretense, no need to be anyone but themselves. They spoke of dreams and fears, hopes and heartbreaks, their voices weaving together like the branches of ancient trees. Sometimes their conversations were filled with laughter, echoing through the cottage like wind chimes in a gentle breeze. Other times they delved into the depths of human emotions, finding solace in each other's unwavering support. One cool evening, as the sky bled hues of orange and purple, Jack set down his carving, his eyes searching Emma's. "You know," he began, his voice raspy with emotion, "I never imagined I'd find someone like you after all this time. Someone who understands, who listens, who loves me for me." Emma reached out, her fingers tracing the lines on his weathered hand, a map of his life etched by time and experience. "Me neither, Jack. You're my anchor in the storm, my guiding light in the darkness. I never knew I needed you until you found me." As the days turned into weeks, and the first blush of winter painted the landscape in white, their love story continued to unfold within the cozy confines of the cottage. The biting wind outside couldn't penetrate the warmth that radiated from their bond, a bond that had taken root in the fertile ground of shared experiences and nurtured by the gentle rain of everyday life. The silence between them was no longer empty. It was full of understanding, empathy, and a love that had bloomed in the most unexpected of seasons, an evergreen love amidst the falling leaves. Yet life, with its whimsical nature, had a way of testing even the most steadfast bonds. Just when it seemed as though their love story was a masterpiece of perfect symmetry, a twist of fate threatened to tear their world apart. A wrench was thrown into their lives, demanding Jack's attention across the miles. The crisp autumn air carried the distant sound of bugles, pulling Emma from her peaceful reverie. Standing at the window, she watched as a group of soldiers marched in unison, their faces stoic, their steps echoing the somber beat of drums. Among them, her son Daniel, tall and strong, his uniform a symbol of duty and sacrifice. Time had indeed marched on, changing her son into a man ready to face the world's challenges head-on. But as she reached out to touch his shoulder, a lump formed in her throat. This moment, this goodbye, was a stark reminder of the fragility of life. The chill in the air seemed to seep into her bones, mirroring the icy fingers of fear that clutched at her heart. A mother's love is fierce, boundless, and it knows no bounds. Emma's love for Daniel was a testament to this, transcending the boundaries of time and distance. But now that love was being tested, stretched taut like a wire about to snap under immense pressure. Daniel looked up, his eyes meeting his mother's. In that silent exchange, years melted away. He was her little boy again, her heart, her whole world. Reaching out, she embraced him, holding him close, memorizing the feel of his familiar touch. In that moment, nothing else mattered. Not the biting wind, not the looming goodbye, not the uncertain journey that lay ahead. Only the love between a mother and son, pure and unconditional, bound them together. The sound of boots on the pavement echoed the beat of her racing heart as Daniel turned to go. "Be safe," she whispered, the word catching in her throat. "Always," he replied, his voice steady despite the tremor in his eyes. As Daniel disappeared down the road, Emma stood rooted to the spot, her gaze following his retreating figure. The weight of his absence settled upon her, heavy and suffocating. It was as though a part of her soul had been physically torn away, leaving behind a gaping void. The colorful canvas of her world seemed to have faded, drained of its vibrancy, mirroring the bleak landscape of her heart. Yet life, with its relentless march forward, demanded that she move on. With shaky hands, Emma turned back to the cottage, each step feeling like an eternity. The path that had seemed so familiar just moments before now appeared alien, devoid of the warmth and joy that had filled it before. The once welcoming cottage now loomed before her, a silent sentinel guarding the remnants of her shattered hopes. The fire that had burned so brightly within its walls seemed to have dimmed, casting long, dancing shadows that mocked her with their silent glee. Entering the house, she found herself enveloped by an oppressive quiet. It was a silence that screamed louder than any tempest, echoing the turmoil in her heart. The absence of Jack's familiar presence was like a physical ache, a constant reminder of the love that had become the anchor of her existence. As the full weight of Daniel's departure and Jack's absence crashed upon her, Emma sank into a chair, defeated. The vibrant tapestry of her life, once brimming with color and joy, now seemed like a distant memory, replaced by the harsh monochrome of grief and longing. The flickering flames cast dancing shadows on the wall, mimicking the turmoil in her heart. Wrapped in the cocoon of her memories, she fought back tears, her heart heavy with the burden of love and loss.